you talk about making a living for painters, there's a misconception that it's a low-paying industry or that it doesn't provide for families, and that's not true. The amount of families that have been taken care of while working here is just incredible.
There was one of our guys whose daughter was in the hospital, and they didn't know what was going on, but he was missing work a ton. And so one of the lead painters sent out an email to all of us leads and said, hey, Jose is having a tough time with his daughter. They don't know what's going on, but he's been missing a lot of work. I want to donate some of my PTO, some of my vacation to him. And so overall, we all got together and donated a bunch of hours and money, and he ended up getting like over $6,000 so he could just stay home with his kid and not have to worry about his job. Jeff, the owner of the company, is like, yeah, take the time, do what you need to do. Your job's here for you. The biggest thing about this company is if you're willing to put in the time and the effort, and you're willing to commit to them, they're willing to put in the time and the effort and commit to you. It's something that Jeff is definitely committed to. I mean, he was a painter growing up. That's what he did. So he knows what it's like to be a painter. And so he knows what it takes to be able to provide for your family.
My dad's name is George. He started out as a boat builder, I guess, and met Ski, and they started partnering in painting. They taught me how to paint, and it's the upfront prepping out and doing different functions before you actually grab your paint, and then you have a nice finished product when you're done. I just really didn't know where it would go at that point in time. I really didn't. I had no idea that it would turn out to be this big.
I did all kinds of things, but that was back in Mexico, doing little things here and there. My English wasn't that great, so I got recommended by a friend to a restaurant where he was working at. I was cooking for about 6 years. I did enjoy cooking, but I got to a point where I felt like it's not like a real career, so it's not as much opportunity. When I heard about skis, it was from a friend of mine. I saw him there, he was wearing white, and I asked him, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, we're painting some offices in this building. I mean, I've never seen a company being, so worried about see this as a career, not as a short-term job. And that's one thing that I really love about skis. It's you decide basically where you want to stop.
The investment in the people, I think that's just number one, actually, is just our people. Giving them a chance to grow in the business, and two guys that run my company now have started out in the warehouse.
Before I came to work for Skis, I had worked a bunch of odd jobs, and then in 2006, Mike recruited me. He's like, hey, I need somebody to come run the warehouse. Back here, I was responsible for the inventory. I was responsible for placing orders, setting up deliveries, scheduling repairs for equipment. Yeah, this is my first job here 10 years ago. If we want to have employees for life, we have to be able to provide a career path for them that enables them to be here for life. And we are very diligent about training folks along the way.
I graduated in 1988 and moved out of the house. And so I came down here, met with Ski, he gave me a job. Anyhow, so I ended up painting that day in the field, and came back the next day, started running the warehouse, which was about that size right there. A lot different than it is right now. And been here ever since. If you want to, come in as a trainee and work your way to master painter, there's that whole opportunity there for you. If you want to do something else in the company, you just got to make that known. We'll get you that personal action plan and get you there.
People always ask me, well, how big do you want to be? It's never been about being big. We've always wanted to be the best. And so if you have the best people working for you, it just keeps growing. And every time we'd hire someone that had more talent, then we'd have to go, okay, well, let's figure it out and invest more back into the company so we could keep growing, because you had these people that wanted to treat it like it was their own.
When you talk about your job, you can tell how happy that person is. So that'll be the one thing, just see me how I look. Do I look like I'm happy or not?
It doesn't sound like it's that high level of a thing, or that it's a career, maybe is the right thing to say. And to us it is. If you're good at what you do, you can go anywhere with this trade.